coming today. I know that the cup presentation so long after a race is a little bit unusual, but with 2/3 of the people participating today about to go back out, we wanted to give them a lot of time to recover between the two races today. I want to thank you guys for all coming to Boston, braving the elements that we have up here. It was at times very challenging conditions on the river today, especially the later boats. I thought you guys really did a good job handling the water in the first 500 meters. I know for all of us it's been somewhat of a challenging spring so far, and I think all three programs here are just starting to get their feet under them, and I expect to see good things from all three programs moving into the later half, the latter part of April and the beginning of May. I don't know how these guys feel, but I feel like we're a little bit behind part of the southern part of the country right now. But at the same time, it just serves to toughen us up. So when it comes down, when it really counts in May, all this stuff will come back in spades for us, I think. So this is one of those cups, one of those races that has been around for a long time. And I think the coaches involved and the institutions involved are really committed to making sure that as women's rowing changes and evolves, and that this cup continues to be competed for every year among these three schools in whatever form it may take. This weekend it's the first of three races, or two races for a lot of schools. But I think that it has been around basically since the inception of competitive collegiate women's rowing. Okay, collegiate women's rowing really started in the mid-70s, and I think this cup was first raced for in 1977. So I think these are three of the institutions again that had a lot to do with getting women's rowing started in this country. It has taken off exponentially in the last 10 years, but before that, the last 15 years. Before that, it was very much East Coast, Wisconsin, and maybe a couple schools on the West Coast. But it was always, this cup has always been very hotly contested, and it was no different today. I mean, I think there were a couple lead changes in this race. A lot of movement, a lot of people really going after one another. For so early in the year, I was impressed by how hard and how aggressively and how well all three crews raced. But I wanted to hand it off to see are there any coaches had anything else to say, and then we'll bring the Syracuse varsity up.
I would like to thank all three teams involved. I know for myself, I've been involved in this race for 11 years now, and it's always, from my perspective, one of the most exciting opportunities of our season because the three teams are involved. We're always very competitive, and it held true this weekend. Obviously, the conditions are sort of what I think we should expect with this crazy winter we've had. And I thought all of you guys handled it very well. And I was extremely impressed with all the rowing today. So I give you guys a round of applause and congratulations on a really strong weekend. So thank you.
I think we'd be remiss. Jim and I were talking the other day that we would much rather go to a race than host a race because of all the work involved. It is, you get up at ridiculous 100 hours, you come in, set stake boats in really difficult conditions in a way that really matters to the athletes. You're just prepping coaching launches for all the other visiting coaches, and I noticed of the Boston Consortium that almost all of the visiting crews were here boathouse, and I think it's a testament to this boathouse, which I understand has just gone under some really significant and important renovations. So we just wanted to say thank you for being unlike Yale and allowing us into your building. Because on days like today, and sharing that and making it happen, because to Joe's point, we are about to put a name on a new boat that came into the boathouse, and it is to honor the very first women's crew, or fully funded women's crew at Syracuse, and it's the class of 1978. And this race was begun in 1977. So in terms of living history, you guys are part of it and making it happen. And in terms of quality of racing, there's something about it when these three crews get together. You have races no matter what time of year and no matter what the conditions that go down like they did today, which was back and forth, a tremendous amount of grit, people putting moves on one another and just making one another better by challenging each other. So we wanted to say thank you to Northeastern for putting this on and making it possible.
Just on that note, I won't bring them all up here, but there are a lot of people that were involved in this, not just me. So all the assistant coaches, everybody from our boatmen to the people who come in and clean the building. That it's been a little bit of a logistical puzzle. I think we're 1/3 done. Hopefully we can be, by this time tomorrow we'll still have people happy. I wanted to congratulate the Syracuse Varsity 8 and have them come up to receive the Orange Challenge Cup.